Hey, it's Eric here at Peachtree Classic Cars with a 1977 Chevrolet Camaro. Gonna take this thing for a quick drive, show you around the car. Like everything but the tachometer is hooked up and working. Temperature gauge is coming up. She's still a little cold. I just pulled her out of the garage. Fuel gauge works. Voltage meter, speedometer. Drives nice and straight. I mean, it's a 77. Really good running. I mean, I'm doing 65 like it's nothing right now. This is a great running and driving car. The guy that I got it from swears that it's got original miles. It's only 38,100, but obviously the car's a little bit rough, and I gotta go over some bumps here. Something squeaking. I think it's that seat. I'm gonna go back to I guess I gotta pull in there. Go back up here to this church. I'm gonna pull in and show you around the car. But the car just sat up for a long time, and the guy pulled it out of the garage, went through it, cleaned the carburetor, all new fluids, redid the brakes. I mean, this thing is a good driving car for real. I mean, this is a car, I think, I'm not exaggerating to say I could jump in this car and drive it to work every day as we speak. So I feel like it's a good, real, you know, reliable, this is what I'm gonna call like a reliable, mechanically reliable, good start to a project, easy start. And I think too, just for somebody who's looking for a project you don't wanna have to spend a lot of money on. It actually doesn't even look that bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're not talking about show car or anything. Pop the hood here. Got a good running engine. I didn't do any detailing to this car at all. We're just kind of like calling it like a barn find, you know? Little 305 automatic transmission. This will make a fun little kind of like a little rod runner kind of car too, you know. Don't fix it up a whole bunch, just leave it like it is and enjoy it. But you know, to everybody it's something different. It's got a good set of tires on it. In fact, they look pretty new. Look like they match all the way around. And I can't tell, actually this one tire looks old and the rest of them look new. But there's plenty of you know, there's plenty of little spots of body work that need to be done here and there. The front bumper's got pitting, and I mean, it's just an old car that sat up. I believe this is the original color. A couple spots where it's faded in, gotten scratched. This is the worst part of it here, something in the garage that fell on it and gave it a dent. And then a couple of spots of rust back here in this rear quarter. That's the worst of it. So there's a couple of rust spots in the car. Another spot back here. I think that could be cleaned up pretty easily. Rear tray could be repaired. If you look back there, try and block that. That's that rear tray. And that's the nice thing about these cars, is they're not hard to find parts for. You know, you get in the catalog, and most of the stuff, or even on eBay, is not that expensive. Lower quarters down here got some rust in them. The car's got some rust in the body for sure, here and there. Spot down here, mostly surface rust. Whatever reason, the paint is peeled off that spot. There's another spot here. And yet, surprisingly enough, underneath the car, at least when I looked at it before, it looked pretty damn solid. These rockers are in great condition. All the subframe connectors and subframe floor pan down here is in great shape. I'm not seeing any rust. Kind of moving the camera back and forth. I mean, yes, surface rust, but all superficial. Looks like there's some surface rust back there. Back pan. Now I know that there's some rust in the trunk. Yeah, I'm using a screwdriver to get in there and sorry. There we go. This needs a new key. It's got the old spare tire in the trunk. This is probably the worst spot. I mean, really the best thing to do would be to put a new trunk pan in. Of course, if you wanted to, you could patch this in. The other side, actually, I think I'd probably just go ahead and plan on putting a new pan in this. Rear valance is in good shape. Well, there's some rust there. Definitely surface rust. I'm surprised at with all the rust around the body, how solid these floor pans look. Again, same thing on this side as the other. Looks to be in real good shape underneath. And you know, when I think about it, look at these rockers, they're in great shape, totally rust free. I guess when I think about a project that I'm gonna go after some body rust, you know, I'm at least wanting the frame and the floor pans to look good. That saves a lot of work. Doors open and shut nice. They've got some seat covers here on the original seats that are of course torn up. You know, buy a seat kit for it. Could use an interior kit. You just, you know, pay for that whole interior kit if you wanted to. But the dash actually looks pretty good. I think the real value in this is obviously, I just feel like the price is ridiculously low. You know, I mean, that's, you know, I'm not overpricing it. There's a lot of other guys out there selling these project cars and they're wanting 6, 7, 8 grand. And I just think for this year model, I don't think that a car like this needs to be more than about $5,000 in a condition like this. But like I said, not even touching the gas. I think that's the value in it right there. I mean, this thing just runs out and drives out good. You know, don't even have to get in the car to get it to start it up. I mean, it sounds like it has been sitting a little bit, so it sounds like the battery might be just a touch weak. Just you know, mechanical reliability I think is going to go a long ways. And what's plus on this? Got a little squeaky belt, probably because it's old. Maybe it just needs a new belt, but and then the windshield does have a crack in it. So, but like I said, I kind of see this as like an inexpensive way to buy into a father-son project, or you know, work on that car you had back in high school and get it back. So, anyways, this might be one of the least expensive vehicles I've ever listed for sale. This is hands down the cheapest vehicle I've ever listed for sale that runs and drives as good. So that's for sure. PeachTreeClassicCars.com. Give us a call.